All right, so coming back after devastating is the only way to put it. I mean, literally unreal.
There was, I hate to say it just because we were there, but it had so many similarities to the Ohio State game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
dropped interception.
That Hobbs in the end zone on that last play, or
Twice.
2 plays ago,
Twice.
could have been something. But the Irish dropped to 0-2. And that didn't take long for this to come up. But yeah, Ash is bad. We never, ever, ever talk about firing this, firing that. But that game plan on defense was insane.
It's so frustrating because it's the second week in a row where it took until the second half to make adjustments, and that just can't happen. I mean, yeah, it's great to only hold them to 10 points in the second half, but you can't give up 28 in the first half. You're going to lose football games that way. You just are.
I miss Al Golden. I think that's
I wish we paid Al Golden.
Yeah, well,
sorry, I'm just going to say
NFL money's hard to.
No, absolutely not. We're Notre Dame. We need to pay these guys. Unbelievable.
Season over, no playoffs, garbage defense game, Chris Ash is trash. I would agree with 2 of those out of the 4, Rick. I think season's not over, obviously.
Still play the games.
Still got to play the games. And, I mean, obviously crazier things have happened. We need to hope that there's a lot of chaos. But my thing is I was thinking about it, I mean, we still got Arkansas on the road. They're not slowing down anytime soon on offense. We've got USC. They've probably put up 70 at this point on Purdue.
Like 30 on.
Already?
Well, no, the game's over. They won by 12, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, how much they put up?
It was like 30 something.
Okay, so well, still, SC is still going to be a force to be reckoned with on offense. So, and then you've got Pitt. His quarterback's really good. I mean, it's just there's just a long way to go. And yeah, let's do the Wildcat again, says Alan Hilty. That's pretty funny. The offense needs bigger plays. They can't make the playoffs. Rick says, sorry, I'm trying to get your comment, Rick. He says they can't make the playoffs. There won't be enough upsets to get in. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously that
I don't know. We shouldn't even be talking.
You're actually right, Nate. You're absolutely right. We shouldn't be talking playoffs. We should be talking about getting our first win of the year next week against Purdue.
3 losses in a row.
Yeah, that's true. 3 losses in a row, first time for Freeman. The secondary is perhaps the worst ever, which says a lot because they have some bad ones. I don't think the secondary is bad. I think they've been put in really bad positions.
I'd say talent-wise, they're definitely not. But
talent-wise, we have all the talent in the world. I think Hobbs. You had to have Hobbs and Zachary out there a lot. Those are both freshmen, asking a lot of 2 freshmen out there against a high-powered offense like A&M. So, but yeah, I mean, you got to have these guys ready to play. Just beat SC. That's all we get for the season for now. It's from Jack Kennedy. Duke Mayo Bowl, here we come. I don't think it's that drastic. I don't get the Wildcat play. Like, we know what's coming with that. I don't have a whole lot of complaints on offense. Can you pull up the stats on it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess not.
I think
there's bigger fish to fry.
There's bigger ash to fry. That was the officials knew from the start of the year they were going to do all they could to keep us out of the playoffs. From Mike Ferguson. I
disagree with the first one. Second, I disagree because the first game I think officiating was fine. This game was
Hawaii Bowl. Well, at least they'll get a good trip out of it. Chris Ash just not good. So James Bucker says Carr was not the good choice, but Oldline's still not looking good. Defensive coordinator not that great. I think you got this a little bit backwards, James. I think the defensive coordinator was absolutely not the right pick, but CJ Carr had a good game. He was 20 of 33, 293 yards passing, a touchdown, and an interception. So you can't put this game on CJ. You can't. He did fine. I mean, obviously the pick that he was trying to do too much.
You can't you can't have a freshman quarterback put up more than 40 points.
Rob Carbone, man, this one needs to stay up for the whole show. Gave up 489 yards on D. I bet Golden didn't give up 489 yards in 2 years. So
we got out totaled by.
Serious. This is a good question from Matt Holmesy. Serious question. Would they ever consider firing Chris Ash? Who would take over play calling? Well, my understanding is that Mickens is a co-defensive coordinator or assistant defensive coordinator. At this point, give him the reins, man. I don't see one of the things that worries me the most is I don't see the players responding to Chris Ash. Like last year with Golden, the year before that with Golden, they would respond in these adverse situations. I just don't see that happening with Chris Ash. Patrick Gorman, frustrating to put it politely. Defensively, Indy has high capability. Obviously, the primary target or scapegoat of criticism, defensive coordinator. I know inevitably it all leads back to the head coach. If you are a real fan, you won't be putting on some other school's hat. Purdue is next week. Obviously, Indy Nation from Freeman, his staff, players will have to readjust. If you only live for playoffs, your fandom has no cojones. I doubt Clemson fans are bailing on the Tigers. Yeah, I mean, good points, Patrick, as always. But, yeah. Yeah, this is a great point from Adam Rothenberg. You and I both called it out. Yeah. Dude, Heinisch got literally tackled.
It was the exact same hold that was on the kick return.
Yes. He got held. If he gets into the backfield, I don't think Reed has time to make that play. No. But you know what? Again, there was plenty of other plays that should have been made that didn't get made, so you can't put it on that. Let's see. Buckner needs to turn his friggin' jersey in.
None of that. It's lame.
Agreed. Mickens absolutely should take the reins. I fear if they keep Ashley, we'll lose a lot of recruits. That's not a bad take at all, Matt. Thank you. Nolan Kellerman, recruits are going to jump ship. Nothing left to play for this season. Disagree with that, but I understand the sentiment. I understand the frustration. Trust me, we do. It was a somber mood here for most of the last few seconds there, but whatever. Yeah, but no, Matt, Brandon, on that note, these recruits on this, especially this 26, 27 classes, I can tell you from just about firsthand experience that these guys are very, very much locked in. They've committed to Notre Dame and they've committed to Marcus Freeman, not Ash, not Denbrock, not any of these guys. They're committed to Notre Dame and Coach Freeman. So I think, do we have any sacks? I thought we had one.
I don't think we had any.
Donald Chief, they can't expect to win if they can't get any pressure on the quarterback, and just letting receivers run free is just unacceptable. Not wrong.
No sacks, 2 TFLs.
Why did Buckner try to do a no-look pass? Goodness, I think he was just scrambling. You know, he knew he messed up the hold, and he was just trying to do something. But obviously it was a botched play, and we lose by frigging 1. So I heard this on another podcast before the game, rebuild year again, and I think there actually is a little bit of stake in that. I don't want to say, we're giving up the season. We thought this way. I thought this team was talented enough to win a national championship. But the 26 and 27 classes are insane. And you look at some of the guys that we have on this team, they're young. There's a lot of really young guys on this team. So I don't think you can call any year a rebuilding year at Notre Dame because the expectation is always a national championship. But, yeah, 26, 27, some of these recruits and some of the young guys that will be stepping up will be insane. Let's see. This is from let's see. Mark Galentine, season over, end of story, no playoffs. Tell the guys on the team that the season's over. I think they'll probably disagree. But, I understand the sentiment. I understand the anger. We're not telling you how to fan. I'm just saying I'm still going to be excited every Saturday for Notre Dame football. And I think there is still a lot to play for. You know, win your next 10 games, and, you know, we'll see what can happen in the playoffs. Who knows? It's not likely at this point. I think, you know, if they do the projections on percentage of chances making the playoffs, we probably went down to 20?
0.01.
Yeah, very, 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 very minuscule chance, but there's already been a lot of chaos, so we'll have to see what happens. Jason Lynch, get rid of Van Gorder 2.0. Yeah, Lynch, we hear you. This is a total loss this season. I just don't see it that way. Nate, what's your take on that, honestly?
I might upset you and some others in here, but okay. I 100% agree.
You're not upsetting me at all. I understand what you're saying.
This was the year to take that step forward, and I just feel like we're in that rut of Notre Dame football. You know what I mean? And I mean, if we respond and go win 8-9 games, then great. I'm not going to complain, but I'm also going to be like, hey, this is what we could have had. You got the best running back tandem in the country, and you start off the year 0-2, and your playoff hopes are probably gone. It's just
Benjamin Nash. Where's he at? Benjamin Nash says we have 2 more losses in this season. If we play defensively, if they play like they did in the first half, we'll have 2, maybe 3 more losses this season, because Arkansas loaded it on offense, SC loaded on offense, Pittsburgh's pretty good on offense. I'm probably forgetting somebody, but yeah, I mean, there's
Purdue's not bad on offense.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they're not.
If we start off 0-3 and lose 4 in a row, somebody's getting fired. Let's see here. The defense was.
I agree with that comment. Where's Devontae Smith?
Where's he? Oh yeah, good question.
He played a hell of a game.
Yeah, I wonder if he's hurt.
There's no way that he can't be hurt. Oh my gosh, I feel like almost every single Notre Dame coach falls in love with players way too easily. and then they just don't play the ball.
Angelo Alvarado says 2 losses ain't shit. We had 2 losses last year. Yeah, but one of them was a national championship, so it's a little bit different. I think you're starting off 0-2. These are the 2 games that you look at Notre Dame's schedule and you be like, oh man, if they can survive those 2 games, they'll be really set up for walking into the playoffs. But we lost both of them. We didn't even split. Yeah. I said at the beginning of the season we have to at least split in order to have a chance at the playoffs. So maybe the joke's on me, and I'm just trying to be Pollyanna fan here, but I still hoping for some chaos ahead of us. Realistically, we'll probably be dropped down to like 18 or 19, and we'll deserve every bit of it.
That we might even drop out of the top 10.
Oh, no way. We got
to be 20.
I think, okay, top 20 even, but still. Bottom line is it won't matter until November. We have to be one of the top 12 teams, and we're going to have a lot of places to go before then. Yeah. No good wins left on the schedule. I disagree with that, Rob, because I think Arkansas is pretty decent. I think they ended up losing to Ole Miss, but it was a
close game.
It was a close game, barn burner. But again, I mean, sheesh, going into Arkansas, that's not going to be easy with Taylen Green. This team needed to win one of their first 2 games. If you made the playoffs, who would we beat with this defense?
I don't know. With
this defensive coordinator, nobody.
I don't know who our offense would be able to keep up scoring-wise, because A&M's offense is pretty good, but you get into teams like Ohio State and stuff like that. Oh. They're probably gonna put 50.
I mean, yeah, you saw Ohio State, Georgia's offense is ridiculous. Tennessee's offense is ridiculous. Miami's offense looks a heck of a lot better. Look what they did to South Florida. They gave them like 3 touchdowns. Yeah. Matt Wishon says Ash isn't it. Phantom targeting season over, fellas. Who scheduled the bye week on week 2? That's what I thought was going to work into our advantage. I thought, hey, you come in here, you lose to Miami, a close heartbreaker on the road. You come back fired up, win by a touchdown or so, and instead we lose by a point. Not 3 points, not 2 points, not one score, a point. Insane. This team is awful. How the F does Hobbs, Bowen, Botello, Gray see the field?
Not reading that.
That's a little weird. That's Bob Gallardo.
Go somewhere else. We're not going to interact with that. We're just not.
I can't believe we hired a scout from the Titans.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a pretty good take, Rob Vasselli.
Wasn't he retired?
I don't know. I don't know what happened there, man. We don't want the playoffs this year. Not with this team. Hope Carr keeps getting better, but we are not going anywhere this year. I hope for 8 wins. Ash sucks. BVG 2.0 and better not be renewed next year. I can't disagree with a single thing you said there, Kevin Barber. Oh man. Carr, a guy with, I like this comment. Carr, a guy with killer instincts, ? Yeah, I think 100% he does. Again, 296 yards today, threw a touchdown, did throw a pick, bad pick too. It was a bad pick, but 19 years old, second start. I think you're starting to see some of the throws that CJ can make that other players can't make. Kenny Minchie, Steve Angeli, guys like that, and he's just you can just see it in his face. He's a gamer. He wanted that at the end there really badly. Could have called a PI on Malachi Fields, even though Carr threw into triple coverage. I think he was just hoping for a jump ball, but it is what it is.
Jump ball or a call.
See, the Wildcat is killing me. It worked a few times, but come on. Yeah, they ran that thing. The Wildcat this week was last week's bubble screen.
I actually don't mind the Wildcat, but as many times as they used it, it just lost all of its luster. They knew what was coming.
Kenny Lelio said 2 weeks to prepare, couldn't make any adjustments defensively. Yeah,
in the first half.
Defensively in the first half was absolutely pulling my hair out, and that's what happened last week. The first half as well.
Second quarter.
Exactly. The end of the half needs to be cleaned up for sure. Let's see. Anyone notice how our defensive backs can never close out games? 21 dropped what should have been the game-ending interception. That's from John David Harmon. Yeah, Hobbs is kicking himself so hard for that because that was right there in his hands.
Both of them are.
What's up?
Both of them are.
Yeah, I mean, there was 2 that he could have definitely had.
That sucks.
The half needs to be cleaned up. Yep, for sure. That's from Evan Osborne Lomax. Let's see, I missed a couple up here. Let's see. Chris Ass. That's from Nathan Beguns. Simply put, and again, we very rarely call people out, but he's not it, man. He's not it. Is it too early to rename him Chris Trash? That's from Rob Carbone. I mean, no.
He's definitely got to hear some of the noise, though.
I sure hope Marcus hears some of the noise, man. I think we are fine. Honestly, our coaches need to find our players. We got the players. If Miami and Texas A&M can stay strong the rest of the season, these will be good losses.
I'd agree with you if we had a win.
Yeah, exactly. If we had split and gone 1-1 against these two, I would 100% agree with you, Angelo. The fact that we dropped both of them, though, does not bode well at all for our chances in the playoffs. And I think A&M will probably lose a game in the SEC. Well, probably.
Oh, yeah. They'll lose to Texas.
They'll lose to Texas. Miami will probably lose at least one game, if not two. So when you look at it, they may be in the running for the playoffs with one loss each or even two maybe. But when we lose our first two, it's just not setting up nice. I'm stopping just short of saying we're out of the playoffs, but I think it's highly unlikely that we'll be in the playoffs. That said, the team itself, I mean, they still have a lot to play for. It's never a bad thing to try to win your last, 10 games, get a good bowl game, build for the future. This season, obviously, is started out. It could not have started any worse. I mean, thank God, knock on wood, nobody's got hurt seriously. But you lose your first two games, which are two games you absolutely have to win. Our receivers did not. Our receivers did not beat their DBs.
I would say Malachi Fields beat their DB.
George Beatty. Ash was at Football Powerhouse Rutgers last year. Well, there you go. Yeah, that hire in general was just puzzling, to say the least. So Freeman's got to know that he is not his guy. I mean, just like with Troy head coach, Jared Parker. Yeah. He knew pretty quickly. I think if he hadn't gotten that Troy job, he would have been jobless because I don't think he was coming back. That sucks, Justin. I'm canceling plans for the Stanford game. We're definitely not. I mean, it's still an enjoyable experience to watch Notre Dame football. It's not good for my health. It's not good for anybody's health, really, when the games go down like that. But still something we enjoy doing, so we'll be there. But we totally understand the sentiment. Some seriously needs fired. That's from Jason Reagan. Yeah, Chris Ash is his name. We needed. Who said that's a pretty damn good take right there?
CH50. Oh yeah, CHS843.
I like this one.
Twitter.
We need a Natty on Color TV. CHS843 from X or Twitter. Yeah, that's pretty funny because I mean in '88 when I was 8 years old the last time we won a Natty.
Go to this one.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
What? No bowl for this team from Clint Shaw. That's a pretty bad take.
They're not gonna win at least 4 games this year?
5. You gotta win
5.
Yeah, I think we can very easily win out, but I do think there's going to be 2 actually 3. SC, Pitt, and Arkansas are going to be tough games. I think they're all winnable games based on what I've seen thus far, but going to be tough, especially going into a hostile environment in Pitt and Arkansas. SC comes to I don't even know. Jacob Courtney, Me Too. Jacob, what are you talking about with the Me Too? What's that referring to? Stanford plans or something else? So you buy some damn offensive and defensive linemen. These guys are terrible. They have not had their best games yet by far. But
I think the D-line was a little bit better than last week or week 1, whatever.
What if Carr hits the portal if they don't turn it around in defense? Carr's not hitting the portal. I'll put my life savings on Carr would not hit the portal. I think if next year things don't get better, then 100%. I think if Ash continues to be the DC, if things get worse, you're going to see some defensive players for sure hit the portal. But I think this is CJ's team this year and next year at least, if not maybe 1 year after that. But I think at least this year and next year. Al Golden, we miss you. That sentiment has been echoed far and wide and everywhere in between. I mean, holy cow.
No offense to him, but I hope the Bengals really struggle on defense this year.
Somebody actually tweeted that. They said, I hope the Bengals go 1-15 and they fired Al Golden. We'll welcome you back, Al, but they're not going to because he's a great coach. All right. I want to know what Jacob Courtney was talking about with the Me Too.
No playoffs.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
No, that's somebody else. My bad.
No, that is Jacob Courtney. He said Me Too.
I thought that was the same person.
Okay. So Jacob, tell us.
Oh, wait, no, that is the same person.
He said Me playoffs.
He said Me Too, no playoffs. Like, I agree, maybe.
Great House, he had a catch today, and he did a lot with it. And he had a nice block, which we're blocking with Great House now. Decoy, come on now. Carr and Great House need better chemistry. That's a good point by Patrick. However, I think that Carr's found his chemistry with Malachi Fields. But yeah, they got to get the ball to Great House. Design some different routes, do something, but they got to figure out a way. Sure. The last time Irish won a Natty, we must. I still don't understand what you're saying, bro.
I can't.
The gray penalty broke my heart. Yeah, that was That was a really bad one. And actually, the one that really was BS was the damn targeting on Schuler.
I think that ends the game.
100%.
If that's not called targeting, I think the game's over.
I was the same age as you. Okay, got it, Jacob. Thank you. Sorry, I was just trying to figure that out. Honestly, I feel bad for the holder for us. I couldn't read that. Jeez. Chris Everard had a good comment here. Everard. What has Carr done to instill this much faith? He's been really good. I think he's been, if you want to say good, not really good, fine, but he's been at least good. Serviceable. I mean, who else do you put back there with the way the defense has played and defense has been coached that's going to do any better?
Put up 34 points today.
You put up 34, or was it?
No, it was 34. 40? The special teams put up one.
Oh, good call. Okay, so 34 points manufactured, if you will, by CJ Carr. Yeah. You could not ask for a better start to a career than what he's had. No. And he's going to just keep getting better game by game. We'll see what happens next week with Purdue. At this point, God only knows, but I think you're going to continue to see progression there. Season is over. Other than moral victories, defense is pathetic. Defensive play, calling, and coaching, I would say, is pathetic, but I still see the guys getting after it. I'll be in South Bend for our first win next week. I've seen 3 natties from George Beatty. You're a lucky man, sir. I've seen 1, and I'm getting older. As a redshirt freshman, Carr is playing with some decent poise. I like him. Yeah,
that could have been a legacy drive. Last one.
Brett, you got to be kidding me, bud. Bring back Tyrone Willingham to do what? Like an ambassador or something? Because not as a coach. You've got to be. You're definitely kidding. You're definitely kidding. Better off rooting for my daughter who goes to Ohio University football.
Did they lose today?
Ohio got destroyed by Ohio State.
They kept it close for like a minute.
All right, Clint. Defensive coordinator straight ace.
Is Ash.
There's so many puns that can go along with that, man.
I know. Yeah, T-shirt.
No. I just don't understand how the defense can flip so bad from last year. There's one common denominator, and it's the defensive coordinator. Literally. All the position coaches have remained the same. Most of the players have remained the same other than Jack Kaiser, who I think we upgraded with having the guys we have out there now. I mean, Kaiser's fine and everything, but come on. Howard Cross, Riley Mills, okay, you lost those guys, but the one common denominator is Chris Ash. He's been the one common denominator in what the turnaround being terrible. Brian Bechick, again, I'm sorry for butchering that, Brian, but CJ Carr is far from the problem. Chris Ash and his D is awful. Diane Crease Rupas, glad you guys are back. We're glad to be back. I mean, obviously, not the 2 post-game shows we wanted to have here, but here we are taking our lickings. Any update more on Moore? Moore was fine.
Yeah, he played.
He played the last 2.5 quarters. I do want to say a quick shout out to Anderson, the number 1 kid on Texas A&M. That was freaking scary. Anybody who's played football before knows, like, when you drop your head to make a tackle and it doesn't go the way you need it to, and you're laying down there flat without any movement, that is the most terrifying thing you can see from a teammate, a friend, or an opponent even. But from what we heard on the NBC telecast, they were saying that he had movement in all of his extremities. So good thing for that. That's one positive of the day. At the end of the day, these are kids playing football. So you don't wish nothing bad like that for them. But anyway, moving on. Let's see. Sad also that we were 1 injury to a corner away from being even worse. He's not wrong. What do you think is the biggest problem, culture or hires? Hires, 100%. I don't think there's anything wrong with the culture. The culture is great. You got the culture that Marcus Freeman has created doesn't just go away in 6 months after the Natty loss, right? Like you saw the Here Come the Irish show. They reeled off 11 wins in a row after. Or wait, no, not 11. Am I tripping? 10 wins in a row after the NIU loss, plus the 3 wins in the playoffs. I mean, when you create something like that, you create this momentum in recruiting, you create the momentum amongst the fan base. The culture doesn't just go away like that. So I would definitely say the new hires, specifically one of them, specifically the defensive coordinator, specifically Chris Ash is the problem. And if you guys have been following us for a while, watching our shows, we do not criticize players and coaches. Today, that is going to be a different story. Chris Ash called a horrible game. He continues to want to start the game in freaking zone. We are not a zone defense team. We're a man team. We're a get after the quarterback team and let your secondary make plays. And instead, we're playing behind everybody. We're letting these these dink and dives turn into 20, 30, 40-yard pickups. So, yeah, let's see. Ooh, this one hurts, Bobby. If it were the NFL, we'd be setting up for a great draft pick. Ouch.
And if it was the NFL, you could easily still make the playoffs after losing 2 games.
Mike Skubik says, BS targeting call. Yeah, dude, that was trash. And the thing that sucks about that is Schuler's now out for the first half against Purdue. So that's great.
Purdue.
Notre Dame.
Need Daniel Rudiger in.
Clint, we do hit the NL portal. Where do you think Devontae Smith and Stroman and who am I forgetting? Malachi Fields, Jared Dawson. I'm sure I'm forgetting others. Will Pauling. Yeah, we hit the portal often. We can't hit the portal in the middle of the season, bro. Let me summarize everything for the talking heads. The defense sucks. Okay, fair enough, Robert Tavera. That's we're not. I wouldn't consider us the talking heads. We talk and we have heads, but we're not like we're not getting paid for our opinion. Our opinion is that of the fan, of what I would consider to be knowledgeable fans. But at the end of the day, we're fans. We're a fan-driven podcast. So this is why we do this, to have a platform and kind of talk a little bit of ball, and whatever happens, happens. Losing Golden was the worst thing ever. That is a great take by Kevin O'Leary. We got to get somebody else to run like all the comments. We got to get like somebody on to make this season not a total failure. Fire Chris Ashton's season and Marcus takes over defensive play call for the rest of the season. That's from Buddy Durbin. I'd say Marcus or Mike Mickens, who should have been the DC in the first place. Honestly, how many intentional groundings does a Notre Dame quarterback ever give up in 2 games? Because Carr must have a school record. I mean, it's been 2.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
It's been 2. And yeah.
How many did Jack Cohn have?
Oh God, don't even.
I love Cohn, but man, come on now.
Coordinator was an awful pick. Ash is just bad. Schemes make no sense ever. The last play I can see from my couch, they're throwing to the wide side of the field, and we stun our line to the weak side to give him easy throwing lane. Indy needs to get people like OSU, great, well-respected coordinators. That's a good take. I can't disagree with that from Ryan.
I think they bracketed 2 of the Texas A&M receivers.
Yeah.
And then kind of just had Drake Bowen go jump ball with the tight end. It was a good play.
True, Scott. D-line was a glaring issue throughout the 0-2 start.
Not the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Game 1, I'd agree, but game 2, no.
Adam Rothenberg says, I'm tired. Yeah, we're tired. Our voice is cracking. I'm just emotionally drained. Marcus should take over D and kick Ash to the curb. Let's see. Robert Hirschberg. I was at the game and extremely disappointed in the defense and the play calling. We give up so many of the same plays. Minus 6 or 7, the turnover battle won't get far. Good point. Very good point. Just handle the extra point. This night is totally different. Yeah, Parker Jones, that's a good point, man. And you're a Bengal fan. Can you send a nice note to Al Golden and beg him to come back? Just do us that solid.
Joe Burrow doesn't need a good defense.
No, what? Yeah, exactly. Mario Arduini, refs missed a holding on the Texas A&M TD pass at the end of the game. Yeah, Heinisch got absolutely tackled, mauled, tackled again, and the ref is standing right there on top of it and doesn't make the call. But again, too many other things happened in that game for us to lose. Those are the kind of things that happen when you don't, make other plays, I guess. Scheme is hard to build when you can't get to the QB, even on the blitz. Yeah. But I think it's possible to design some different ways to get after the quarterback. And one of the things I didn't understand, I know KVA was spying quite a bit, but there were several times where he would line up to rush, to blitz, and then he would back off, and he would still give the quarterback enough room to make a play. So I didn't quite understand I didn't understand a lot of what's happening on D, but that's just me. We have so much money to do better. That's a good take, Clint, and we should have. How long does Ash keep his job? That's from Eric Goldazin. Oddly enough, I was at – oh, God, I hate even talking about this game. I was at the 2015 – I think it was either 15 or 16 game when Notre Dame lost to Duke at home, which obviously a heck of a lot worse to lose to a Duke team than a very good Texas A&M team. But anyways, when they lost that game, I was getting ready to leave on a Sunday, and Van Gorder was literally in the process of being fired while I was there. So – I don't know. Could it be midseason if things continue to spiral on defense? Maybe. But we're really not going to get a true test until 2 weeks from now because we got Purdue, which they may have a decent defense or a decent offense, but really Talon Green, the quarterback at Arkansas is very good, and that'll be our next test. And hopefully, hopefully we beat Purdue, and then we're able to say, hey, okay, a little warm-up game. We got things back under control. Now let's go beat Arkansas on the road.
I bet you the same people that will say we aren't making the playoffs are going to be on the playoff train after next week.
No, I really don't think so.
I can see it.
This is an interesting take by Angelo Alvarado. Freeman is too nice. What do you think about that? I'd like to get your take on that, actually.
I don't know. Is he too nice?
I don't know if I'd say he's too nice. I think he has a lot of trust in his guys, but I also think that I don't think he's going to pull a Brian Kelly and keep guys around 1 year too long. You know what I'm saying?
I think if Ash continues to show struggles, and Freeman doesn't, pull the trigger, then, he is going to be seen as too nice. Right now, I think it's too hard to tell if he's too nice or not. But if you keep him around and he keeps giving up 40 points on defense, then, yeah, he's
Zach Kakakale, Zakarko, I apologize if I got that wrong. Zach, why did we switch from playing man-to-man last year to zone coverage this year? Once again, common denominator is one thing. Chris Ash. If Al Golden is still the DC, we don't give up. I think we give up maybe 21, maybe. I mean, they're good, but A&M will lose a game this year. They're going to lose a game this year.
Even in the Ohio State game, in our post game, like we were talking, like we just give up 34 points.
Yeah.
Like it was
a shocker.
Yeah.
I think Marcus is the right man still, but Ash is garbage. Yeah, it's just so different nowadays with the way college football is and the constant revolving doors that you see at different coaching. You just don't see guys stay for a long time at any position. I mean, Brian Kelly was there for 10, 11 years, 10 years, 11 years, whatever it was. And that was a rare feat. And I think, anybody last year thinking, even questioning, is Marcus Freeman the right guy for the job, would have been humiliated on social media because, oh my God, we're in the playoffs, all these things. He's still the right man for the job. He still recruits well. Guys still play their butts off for him. But I have to question his hire of Chris Ash. But if he does the right thing and if things get bad and he cans Ash mid-season or something like that, then great. But if he doesn't and we continue to see this downward spiral, there's going to have to be some hard questions asked of Marcus Freeman. By the way, I heard I think one of the media guys reported that apparently they're not going to let either coordinator take questions from the media. I don't like that at all.
It's laughable, honestly. And that's not – before you put blame on Freeman, that's not Freeman. And everybody else knows that. It's not Freeman.
Let's see. Eddie Diaz says, honestly, I'm impressed by CJ Carr. Yeah, no, you look at the shirt. Irish car bomb. I mean, no – what's up? Oh, my bad. Irish car bomb. I was looking at the screen. It's back. Anyway, yeah, no, CJ Carr is the real deal. And again, I'm not in any way saying this season's lost or we're already looking forward to next year or anything like that. But look at the the grades of a lot of our players. I mean, CJ's a freaking redshirt freshman or redshirt sophomore. He's young. Your skill players are young. J-Love won't be there. Price will be there. You got all these running backs coming back. Keldron Young will be coming back. Just the cupboard is very much loaded. I also agree with Dominic. Chris Trask needs to go back and coach Rutgers. Could we have declined the holding penalty on that kickoff return? We could have.
Well, why would you?
Yeah, you. I don't think you know what's going to happen.
In retrospect, yeah, but why would you?
DC is an ash hole. These are good. I like them, guys. Yeah. Keep them coming. Here Freeman looked pissed at the end. I'm going to be very interested to see his press conference.
I don't know if you or anybody else caught it, but you could see Pete Bavacqua right behind Freeman, and he's just like,
yeah, no, Pete Bavacqua, for those of you who don't know, is our athletic director, and he is not a guy that's going to sit there and be like, oh, no biggie, we started 0-2. He's pissed. Pete Bavacqua played on the 1988 national championship team. I think he was like a backup, something or another. Or was it that? Anyway, he knows what we need to do. He knows that we need to win. He knows we're going to have to break out the checkbook and write checks. So make it happen, Pete. Okay. Ultimately, both losses outcoached. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong at all, Amy Shannon. Not wrong at all. Let's see. Cover is loaded until they all transfer out. Not a good look for all of our recruits at the game. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about that, Brent. Brent Warren, good comment. I mean, every dude that we're either in on signs or looking to sway over was at that game, and yeah, just not great. Bill Foley, hi from Scranton. How you doing, buddy?
I don't think we had any decommits after the Ohio State game that one year at Notre Dame.
Did you see Freeman look at Denbrock when he ran the Wildcat the last time? It was one of those "you're lucky it worked" looks.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't either, but it doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Let's see. Man, how bad is Gray? He'll make one good play and 15 bad. He constantly commits bad penalties and gets smoked. It's always him. He's had a rough start. There's no doubt about that, especially today's game. Although the penalty, the PI at the end there, I thought was a little bit egregious, but it is what it is. Let's see. Definitely could have been worse. Reed missed a lot of open receivers for huge plays. That's from Tommy Mahoney, who looks to be a coach, so he probably knows what he's talking about. Wildcat was horrible. That's from Kevin O'Leary. Like I said a few minutes ago, the Wildcat this week was the frigging bubble screen last week. It worked once, and they're like, you know what? Run it. I mean, the one I did like the trickeration where they did a flea flicker, went from J-Love to Faison, I think, back to Carter, and went deep too. I think it was Reardon. Yeah, good call. Rick Pinnell said, maybe those looking to commit here will stay committed because they think they can do better. That's a hell of a point, Rick. I mean, honestly, like a lot of these guys are young, but some of these guys in the 26-27 class are arguably day one starters. So, damn good point, Rick. Let's see. Justin Allen Hanner said, my opinion, both coordinators need to go. I would 100% agree with Ash. I think we made no secret about how we feel about that guy. But I think Denbrock is still a guy that can really coach him up and schemes a good game plan. I mean, Elko is a defensive-minded coach. I know he's highly involved with the defense, so being able to put up 34? 34 on a pretty dang good A&M defense is no small task. So I would disagree on one out of the two there. Ooh, good question right here.
I don't know.
Bob Schmidt, when do you think we'll see Cam Williams? Hopefully we can go and blow out Purdue next week, and they'll go up 4 or 5 scores at the end of the game, and let's see some Cam Williams, guys like that, because Cam is a very good football player, but I think he's had 1 rep so far this season, 1 snap, maybe 2. So I don't think you put a guy in like that in a very high intensity situation, but so let's ease him into the situation so he can. What we got? Wow. Brian Campbell's coming up with some heat today. Our defense got us shoved up their ash. I see what you did there, and I like it. Amanda Edsall, accountability issues. Indie players don't need to be running mouths, getting into trash talking with opponents on the field. Shut them up with playing better.
Not a bad take, but I also like when they talk.
Yeah, you got to get – J-Love was talking literally the entire game. I mean, that's kind of his thing, but maybe a little bit of overkill. I will say that the little pregame scrum before the game was interesting. Someone get Lou Holtz's opinion on Ash. Yeah, I don't think Lou would be super high on Chris Aish. Let's see. Ash is trash shirt. Trash shirt?
Trash can shirt.
Trash can shirt. Got it. I like that. I don't know, man. That seems a little. Brian Kelly noticed. What? Brian, where is Aeneas Williams? Well, he
was in on one play.
He was in on that last Hail Mary doop-de-doop.
No, he was on the kickoff, the kick return.
There's a reason why shotgun power row with QB split out is invisible in the NFL. Thoughts?
Quarterbacks in the NFL are better quarterbacks than
and they're delicate and $20 million machines.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, we were playing like shit, and Brian Kelly is winning. Well, that's a oh god, you're not wrong though. Tim Berkshire says, unfortunately, we were playing like shit, and Brian Kelly is winning. Yeah, but last year we went to the Natty, and Brian Kelly didn't make the playoffs. So I think he could. I felt Pride ran better than Love last night. Oh, yeah, J.D. Price. Yeah, I think you're talking about Price, right? Brian Betchick. I felt Pride ran better than Love tonight. I'm assuming he means Price, right? I thought Jadarian Price looked great tonight. I think Jadarian Price looks good every time he hits the hole, every time he gets the ball. He's Dexter Williams 2.0, but maybe a little bit over. Shoulder tackles are horrible and don't work from Kevin O'Leary. Absolutely. Brian Kelly got trucked over tonight. Did again? Oh, my gosh. That dude's taking a beating this year.
Big lineman.
I assure you they didn't feel bad about it. Brian Kelly got hit today, so that was a highlight for the day. That's our old buddy Jason Pruitt. Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, yes, Price. Yeah, no, we knew what you meant. It's all good, bud. I'm still watching next week. Yeah, I mean, I think anybody on this live right now is going to watch next week. I think we're all going to watch. We're all going to sit there and watch Notre Dame football because that's what we love to do. Tough as hell to have 2 heartbreaking losses by a total of 4 points. Amen, Abraham. It's just crazy. Yeah,
Jeez.
no, 4 points separates us from being 2-0. So I guess if you're looking for a what do you call it? Silver lining. It's that our 2 losses are by a combined 4 points.
I think that makes it worse. To be honest, that makes it worse.
Ryan Chipkevic said, "I'll watch Jason. Good stuff, buddy." Oh, this is funny. Patrick Wright said, "Did Jason Lynch cut his yard wearing his helmet this week?" Nope.
Hope not.
Sure didn't. We were trying everything, man. We tried different clothes. We tried different helmet. I mean, we tried everything different, but it just didn't work. It's definitely on us, though.
Somehow.
LOL, Bobby Walker. It's ride or die for the Irish, but this sucks. Could not agree more, Derek McDonough. It is ride or die, gold and blue through and through till death do us part, the whole thing. But, man, it sucks. Especially, it's just hilarious, too. Last year when we were winning all these games, going to the playoffs, you know, my phone is, like, dead silent. You know what I'm saying? Like, just our Irish buddies, our Irish chat. I've got, like, 100 messages, and I guarantee you a few of them are from these knuckleheads that don't even know ball. I'm not going to name them by name, Nick Johnson and Doug Johnson, the brothers. I wouldn't name them by name.
Whisper Sisters.
Whisper Sisters. Follow them on Instagram at Super Nick and at My Name is Doug if you want to give them a hard time. But, yeah. Other than that, I won't name names. Let's see. Stop scheduling 2 games like this at the beginning of the year, dumbasses. I'm Irish to my core, but this is getting old. Why are we doing this? Hey, Chad Vogelheim, I hate to break it to you, bud, but don't look at 27, 28, and 29 schedule.
Next year we open at Lambeau.
Super. But it's Wisconsin, so, I mean, they'll have, like, a running back run for 450 yards, but they can't throw a pass. So, anyways, that's next year.
We're not thinking about it yet.
It sucks that it's week 3 and playoffs are out of the window. And debatable, but probably. Ooh, I like, Johnson & Johnson. LOL is right, Brian Campbell. Go give it to him, guys. My name is Doug on Instagram and Super Nick or Nick Johnson 32. Go give it to him. Let them have it. They want to give it to me. Let them have it. They literally don't know ball. Nick Johnson is a frigging UCLA fan. At least we're not UCLA. They got beat by 35 at home by New Mexico. How does Deshaun Foster have a job? Anyway, just trying to push my pain off to somebody else. I'm going to the Wisconsin game next year. One way or the other, these 2 knuckleheads right here, the Dos Leprechauns, will be there. Somehow, some way. I want Lambeau's on my bucket list. However, I also want to get to a game at Camp Randall because I want to do the jump around really, really badly. I'll probably break my ankle, but I want to do it.
We can post that on Dos.
Do it. Brent Warren, I think Great has 1 catch on the season. That is correct.
1 catch, but 2 targets now?
Yep. Yeah, well, so he doubled his production today. Best way to redeem this start is beating SC. I'll be there, so I hope they pull it out. That's from Kevin Barber. Yeah, we'll see what happens with SC. Jaden Mavia is playing like a Heisman Trophy candidate. He's got 2 receivers that are really good, man. We're gonna have to really get a lot better to handle those 2 knuckleheads. Yeah. Let's see. What the heck? Okay, so we schedule these top teams and can't win. And we schedule NIU, Tulsa, UConn, and yeah, I know where you're going with that, Patrick. But
South Florida.
Off topic, I hate the new Leprechaun logo.
I agree.
I love it, guys. What? Oh, man. I don't know if I'm in the minority or not, but I love the dang new Leprechaun logo. In fact, if anybody has an extra towel and you don't want it because you don't like the new logo, I'll take one. Or because we lost.
I like that comment. There's a truth.
This?
The logo is the
I blame the logo on our losses. It's LMAO from Tim Berkshire. That's funny.
Heck yeah. This is why.
Bradley Beachick, it's tough to watch this, but as a fan, going through the lows makes the highs that much sweeter. Go Irish. That might be the comment of the day, man. Seriously, we went through some really bad times. With Freeman, you lose to Marshall, you lose to NIU. Who are the other embarrassing ones? Some pretty tough loss. Stanford at home, Louisville on the road. That was kind of almost a blowout. Like, some of those things you're like, oh, what's happening? And then we get into the playoffs and win 3 games. Every single one of those games, well, maybe not Indiana. Georgia, we were underdogs. Penn State, we were underdogs. Ohio State, they said we were going to lose by 3 touchdowns. Wasn't great, but we kept. But yeah, I agree, Bradley. Bottom line, it does make it that much sweeter. Brian agrees with me. The new logo is fire. We'll be lucky to win 4 games. Danny, I will literally bet you any amount of money you want. I'll take the over on the 4 games. If you'd like to make that friendly wager, name it. But your point is valid to feel that way right now. That's it. A program that pride themselves on tradition and changes their leprechaun is disgraceful. Damn it, that's actually a good point. Tommy, stop commenting because your comments are too smart and I'm dumb. Let's see. So our formal GM leaving USC is more of a story than we aren't talking about a lot. I don't think so, man. Like,
I kind of forgot that even happened.
That dude is such a I can't stand Chad. I never liked him in the first place, but now, especially that he's gone, he's just a little punk.
Him and his dad, Jim.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no, I don't think so because we're still getting these recruits. We're still getting some of these transfers. I would say if we were losing recruits left and right, then yeah, but we're still in the top, 5 for the 26 class? Not bad. Rico Gonzalez, I'm a big Marcus Freeman fan, but he just said that defensive play calling is not the problem, but the execution. That was on the post-game press conference, I'm assuming there, Rico. If that's the case, very disappointing to hear from my guy, Marcus. Anyone know how crazy Ash's contract is? We can get rid of him, right? I think we can get rid of anybody. There's probably a buyout. It's probably, in the $1 million, $2 million range, somewhere like that. But, gosh, it can't continue to get much worse, right? Am I tripping? And, again, we are not the fire this coach, bench that guy podcast, but I've seen enough already in 2 games. It's just, again, you look at the common denominator. Al Golden defense, a lot of the same players, lights out, top 5, top 10 defense. Chris Ash, a lot of the same players, and it's been not great.
It's the reason for losses.
Where's that guy that was talking about 4 wins? Because I'd like to win a bet here. I'd like to win a layup. Defense is miserable. Any bets on which type of play we're going to beat like a dead horse on offense? I'm sure we'll see another 3 leprechaun formations with love or lovely formations, as Nate named it.
I feel like jet sweep. I feel like that's going to be the play
please
next
no.
year. Or tomorrow.
Tommy Mahoney started GoFundMe for Ash. I actually tweeted that I said if Notre Dame wants to continue to raise the prices of all the polos and shirts and hats and all these different things, and that'll give us enough money to go get, who's the best DC in the NFL?
Ooh, Jesse Minter.
Sure, whoever. Bring him back. Come on.
Nah, he's going to be a head coach.
Yeah, he'll be head coach next for that guy. He's good. Any chance Freeman can take over defense play calling? That's from Michelle Southern. Well, according to Rigo Gonzalez, we haven't watched the press conference yet, the post-game press conference, but according to Rigo, Freeman said the play calling isn't the problem, so that's a problem. Rip the bandage off, fire Ash. I agree, Brett. We paid Charlie to leave, yeah, but that was a completely different situation. I think, that's a head coach. This is a DC. I think it should be a lot easier, but at the same time, I don't think Marcus is going to go out there and throw his guy under the flames. I think hopefully he flames him in the in the locker room, but let's see. Pumped to watch the Indy quarterback hit the open receiver consistently and take some chances, trusting the receiver on a 50-50 passes. Awesome to see that. Carr, thumbs up. That's from Dominic Reichert. Couldn't agree more. I have been huge on CJ Carr from the jump, and he's proven me right. I think he has been awesome, and I see already from the first game to the second game a lot of that confidence being built to make some of those throws. What's your honest opinion on Carr so far?
I think my confidence has been multiplied since seeing him the first 2 games. Because, I mean, I don't know how much stake you can put in, social media and what you're seeing on social media. It's kind of just like for me, he passes the eye test. And I feel like next week against Purdue, he can have that game where he just gets turned loose. He just launches some balls down deep and
Well, if you're going to do it, it's going to be against a Purdue. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So Brian Doyle, do you think we'll beat Clemson in the Duke Mayo Bowl plus a follow-up? Will Marcus take the Mayo? Do they actually do a Mayo?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That is nasty.
What's the Minnesota's coach's name?
Oh, PJ Fleck.
Yeah, he did that a few years ago or last year.
I'm a huge PJ Fleck fan. I don't care what anybody says. No, we're not playing in the Duke Mayo Bowl. I don't think. I hope not. No Camping World Bowl. No Pop-Tarts. No Mayo. None of that. Let's get a. I don't know. Whatever. Carr has been incredible. Brian Campbell. I agree. Carr has overachieved. That's from Eric Goldizin. Overachieve. Are you thinking overachieve just because of the fact that he's 19 and it's a second start, or do you think he wasn't as talented as you thought?
I say I agree with that because I feel like a lot of people, including myself, were thinking about this season like, hey, we have a freshman quarterback starting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't really know what we're going to get, and this could be the issue for some struggle. And in reality, it's...
Yeah, as literally everybody has said, nobody had on their bingo card that the defense would be the issue. Nobody.
It makes no sense.
Adon Schuler coming back. Your defensive line looking with Boubacar and Bryce Young and Burnham, Botello coming back. You would think, hey, the cupboard is loaded, right? And instead, it's like we can't get off the field. Or if we do, it's these quick strike, 70-yard touchdowns. It's crazy. Let's see, Billy Platter. We play too much zone defense. We have elite DBs and corners, but we don't use them correctly. Ash has to go or the confidence worsens. I like that point by Billy Platter from YouTube. By the way, if you're not following us yet on YouTube, shameless plug, please follow us. We gained a few followers last time. We're at like 703 now. We need to get to 1,000 to have super chats and subscribe today. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe and notification, share and everything. Man, I'm getting tired. I'm emotionally drained right now, guys. By the way, we were supposed to be at that game today, and it didn't happen. And I'm going to be honest, it would have been really, really tough coming back to Zona after all that. But I still love every second I ever get to spend at Notre Dame, win, lose, or draw. Well, there's no draws, win or lose. Did you just try to run the numbers there, dude?
No, I was trying to think, could there be that? Like lightning strike and overtime?
Really dumb of me to even say. I think Carr's doing good. I'm just glad to see QB that actually passes instead of running all the time like last season. Yeah, I only saw one. That's mean, Bobby. I love Riley Leonard, but I get what you're saying. I think I only saw one design QB run.
I don't think there were any.
Was there any? None? Okay, well, good. Because as we said in the pregame show, you got to protect that dude. Not in a Brian Campbell. No, not in a conference. So a team who's 11-1 and loses the conference championship will be ahead of Notre Dame. 100% agree. But it's going to be the top 12 teams. So if a team that has 2 losses and loses the conference championship, would they be behind Notre Dame if we went out? Who knows? There's just so many factors. I'm just going to say I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year, guys. I just don't. I think that you lose your 2 biggest games on the schedule, and it doesn't get any easier from here. They've been very competitive in both those games, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and we're all out of hand grenades. So, I just unfortunately I don't think this is the year we're going to have to be playing for a big New Year's Six bowl game or whatever. I don't even know if they call that anymore. This freaking drives me nuts. Let's see, Johnny Self, back-to-back losses by a combined 4 points. Finished this year up, but we'll be fine. Future looks bright. My concern is Ash's D is not working, to say the least. Minchie for the Wildcat position from Jason Lynch. Yeah, we heard you 750 times in the text group, Lynch. You love Kenny Minchie and the Wildcat. We get it.
It's not a bad idea, though.
I know, but I just don't want Lynch to feel like he got something right. No. This year is a 2007 redo. I'd have to go back and look at what happened in 2007, but I'm sure it wasn't good. Jason Lynch, no. You didn't cut the grass in your helmet this week. We mad at you. No, we lost last week because
he might have to go back to that.
Lynch, basically what's going to have to happen here, Lynch, you're going to have to cut the grass with just your helmet and nothing else on. Like literally nothing.
Whoa,
get on that mower, get that helmet on, and cut that grass bare naked. That's the only way we win. Huh? I don't get that one. Dean Biscan, absolutely embarrassing loss. Going to be so hard to be a fan this year. Yeah. I mean, again, in the past we would get called, oh, you don't tell us how to be a fan. We're not telling you how to fan. We're just letting you know that we disagree, and we are going to continue to fan really hard. As sucky as it is to be 0-2, it's still Notre Dame. You see, I mean, our life pretty much revolves around God, country, Notre Dame, as they say, and family. And so we're going to continue to go there. What? This is funny right here. Brett, this is freaking hilarious. Cut the ash, not grass. That's pretty funny. I like it. Jason Lynch, I can't wait for losing. I'm going to do everything this week with the helmet. Do it. You have to. If you're at work working on your cars, keep that helmet on for safety, and then don't take it off. And then, like I said, about the mowing thing, okay? Rewind the podcast, and you'll hear it. Still, Kevin O'Leary, still Hart, Shamrock football. I think that means I still love Notre Dame because so do we, man. I'm so tired. I hate losing. Freeman is to send his ash packing. You guys, Brian's just coming with the heat today, man. Brian, you are the MVP of the evening. You're making me feel much worse, but better at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm a diehard, been a fan since birth. Ash needs to go. I like that, Dean. I like to use 5 S's. Guys, come on. This isn't a Jimmy Clausen offense. 4-8 is not on the spectrum. I don't understand that one, Tim.
Sure. Okay. So we're not going to go 4-8?
Yeah, I'm confused. 4-8 is not on the spectrum. Okay.
Or 4, I don't know.
I think we fall to the 18 to 22 range. If USC and NC State keep winning, we have a small possibility of sneaking in. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad point, Zach.
It's not, but my main concern with that would be, say you get the final spot,
you
got Ohio State.
Oh, yeah. Let's be real. If we get the 12th spot, well, it wouldn't be Ohio State. They'd probably get the bye.
Oh, that's right.
We'd still get somebody that would give our defensive coordinator a run for his money.
Oh, my gosh, at Texas.
Stop it. I hope I'm not being an ashhole. Brian is the man. Oh, hold on. Here's a good – this is good. This is golden. Brett Boyson, preparation H for a sore ash.
Oh, man.
Keep them coming. I love it. I love it. I don't think we're going to be like the – I don't think we're going to be like the 2007 Irish team is what he's saying. I'd have to go look that up. I don't remember. Need ash for – Brian, you're just using ChatGPT at this point, buddy.
Look what Lynch said.
Lynchy poo. If we woke up tomorrow and lost our ash, I'd be fine. I lost my ash on a lot of bets today. Just kidding. I never bet on Notre Dame, but that was kind of funny. Not really. Our ash can't catch them. I don't get that one, but I think it's funny.
Could be.
It's going to start throwing all these bad boys up here. Dust to dust and fire ash. Okay.
Ashes to ashes.
Rest of the schedule won't do it for us to make the playoffs.
Like I said at the start, we shouldn't be talking playoffs.
Playoffs? Jim Mora, do it. Playoffs? You talking about playoffs? God, that was such a classic. Okay, 3 minutes and 14 more seconds of ash jokes to make us all feel better about what just happened on the TV.
Fell in the shower and cracked my ash.
Hold on. Ash ketchup Pokemon? I don't get that one. I'm not a Pokemon guy, so I don't get that one.
I mean, I'm not really either, but I think Ash is like the main Pokemon guy.
Stop skipping my ash? Jason, what? Okay, hold on. Playoffs? Yeah, there's Jim. That's funny. That's good stuff.
Get him on the show to do
Let's see. Back to serious stuff. Ideal start was 1-1 in Arkansas. Such a trap game for Notre Dame. Tough place and a good QB.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it's not a night game.
Thank goodness we have a good decent.
I mean, we could buy that game.
No.
I'm saying like Ash is fired.
Read that one.
Defense played ring around the rosy, smashes, ashes, they all fell down.
Brian gets a T-shirt. That's it. Brian, message us on our Facebook, and I'm sending you a T-shirt. It's not going to be the kind you want, but it's going to be a T-shirt.
Oh my gosh!
Great Ash Sands, but I really think we don't have the talent at D-line. This is the issue. We'll see. Yeah, seriously, I was all excited, and Dominic Reichert had to come in here and make me feel bad about my life. We got our ash handed to us tonight. Ash got his ash handed to him tonight. I don't think we did. No more ash jokes. They stink. Okay, all right, Brett, I like it. As bad as 0-2 looked, we are better than the 1-1 start last year, but the problem is no way we run the table with this defense. Michelle Southern just dropped the mic with that take right there, in my opinion. Derek Giorgio, this guy's awesome. With this defense, we're lucky to make the bowl game. Okay, I don't like Derek anymore. Just so everyone knows, India will have to score 30-plus points a game in order to win, including against Purdue, etc. Every win will require 30-plus points. I hope Shrewsbury has his basketball team ready this year. LOL. That's great. I do too, because basketball is going to be good this year. We'll get to that later. Stop. Derek, I'm just kidding, dude. You're the man. I like your content on Twitter. X. Oh, let's see. Ash took the ash out of Smash Mouth football. That's good stuff. That is good stuff, guys. I love it. Thank you for making me feel better about this. I mean, can you imagine if their QB connected on half of the deep balls that he overthrown? Oh, dude.
Especially to start the second half, there were two.
Carter's the right guy. He looks as good as a freshman. We will be fine just finishing out the season with a 10-2 or 9-3 and on to 2026. Bunch of young talent coming in, and this is hard to watch, but growing pains with the young team. On to 2026. Go Irish. Thanks, Johnny. Haha, I love you guys. We love you too, brother. We love all you guys. And with that, coming up on exactly 1 hour, and my back hurts, my voice hurts, my feet hurt. I'm just tired.
I got one more Ash joke.
Okay.
It's been a long Ash podcast.
Oh, look at the youngin'. All right, with that wonderful pun, there's so many puns. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We love you all. Let's keep our heads up. It's a long season to go. A lot of things could happen. And at the very end of the day, We're all diehard Notre Dame fans. We're going to keep cheering for them as much as tonight hurts. The Irish fall to 0-2 with a combined 4-point differential in those 2 games combined. See you next week for the Purdue game. Go Irish. Beat Boilermakers.